Alright. So, what I was saying is that I figured out how to give this triangle what I want it to be. So filter, drop, shadow, CFS. Yeah, so this will give me what I want. That's what I was looking up over the weekend. So let's go ahead. Now the music's too loud in my ear. Let me drop this down. There we go. Let me know if it's too quiet for you guys now. All my audio settings are messed up. Nothing new. So let's figure out where the calm icon is. Icon. Alright, and this is where I want to add this thing here, right? So it's going to be filter, drop shadow. I forgot exactly what the parameters are. Let's figure out. Let's like maybe let's start with a 1px, 1px, 10px, just so we can see it. And I want it to be the same color as the shadow here. So let's see here, this tuck shadow color. And let's just see if I got that right. I did not get it right. What did I mess up? Maybe I just need to make it bolder. Oh, hold up. No. There we go. The 10px was throwing it off. So like I said, this is kind of close to what I want, but this is not exactly what I want. I want it to look more like a raised effect. Hey Omega, how are you? How was your Super Bowl weekend? And less of like a shadow effect, if you guys know what I mean. And I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna pull that off just yet. Let's see what would this look like. That's not really it either. Like maybe a 0.5. Yeah, like a very slight one, and I don't really want it to this. 0. 0.2. 0.5. It's like slightly closer to what I want, but still not quite exactly what I want. You're alright? You worked? Of course you worked. You always work. Yeah, I think I want it to be a little bit more of a shadow, but not too much. But I think the position is just about right. How was work since you worked? Was it fun? Oh, that's so close. I think I want to get all of these to have the same as well, so I'm going to take these and move them over here as well. Let's see. Let's see what it looks like now. Does that look raised to you guys? I don't know if it looks raised. Maybe I need to make it just a little more. Maybe I do need to go all the way up to the 1px. That looks a little more raised. I think this looks better than this. I don't know what you guys think though. Yeah, I think I'm gonna change the things I have here for down here as well. Also, I feel like this font needs to be just a little bit smaller. It's a little too big for my liking. Should be down here. Where's the text shadow? Am I tripping? Let's see here. Yeah, it should be the select button. Work was slow, so I gotta watch the game on my phone. Oh, you got to watch the game on your phone? That's good. At least you had something to do while work was slow, so that it didn't feel like it was going even slower. This is what I'm looking for. Did the team you root for, did they win? Because the Chiefs kind of got their kind of got it handed to them, huh? I'm not a big football watcher, but I do like to watch the Super Bowl. And the Eagles kind of dominated. Yeah, I think this looks a little bit better. I'm gonna make the font just a little smaller too. They're all together, so that kind of, I don't know though, that actually kind of works. Does it? I think that actually kind of works. Here, I'm gonna pull up a photo of it again too, instead of showing you guys in the viewfinder. Game Boy Color Lime Green. Let's find a good image here. Do it good. Oh my god, how did his buttons get like that? Hate it. Alright, this one. This might be a good one. Let's see. Of course. Can I just make this bigger? There we go. No, that's so blurry. That's not gonna work. Let's find a better one. That one's a little dusty and musty. Oh, come on, there's not like a single good photo. I mean, I guess this one's not bad. There we go. Can we not highlight it? Okay, there we go. Yeah, this one's not bad. We can use that as an example. Hands down the best color, Game Boy Color. I agree. I had 2 Game Boy Colors, and the other one I had was like the clear teal one. And when I decided to cut down and just keep one, this is the one I kept because let's be real, the lime green is just super nice. I like very neon colors for my consoles and like stuff like that. Like my Xbox controller, which I keep down here, is the bright blue one. I like neon color things for video game stuff. I don't know why. Hey, little Saf Big, how are you? How are you? Happy Monday. But the green hits more. Yeah, I agree. The green just hits more. Why is the font though funky on this one? Okay, we're gonna ignore the font because everything else is essentially the same. I don't know why the font is different for theirs there, but that's okay. I do want to get like so that 3D effect for the Nintendo logo. I need to change that, but today's project, what we're gonna work on, is getting these curved ends here. They're very subtle, but I want to get them in and get it done with. And I was looking into a few different options of what we could do to get it, you know, have that effect. And, you know, on stream we looked at like the clipping and stuff like that, but honestly I think the easiest thing is just to create another div, layer it on top with a border radius. I feel like it's the easiest, quickest fix that looks smooth and will work well. So I'm gonna start on that today. And it's just like the most subtle curve, so I gotta make sure I don't get too crazy with it because I tend to do that. But let's start there. That's our mission today. And then after that, we'll start figuring out what else we're gonna do. Like I said, we can try to get this engraved effect for the Nintendo logo. Could work on this a little bit more. But after that, that's when we're gonna start getting into the really hard stuff. We'll put in the power button, and we're gonna see how much we really can do with CSS before I'm forced to do stuff with JavaScript. Also, I realized I need to change the cursors and put the active. Like this is maybe too subtle. I don't even know if you guys can tell these are being pushed. Like I can tell, but can you guys? Like how these are? I feel like that's more obvious. I might need to change this just a little bit more to go down. Let's get those cursors here. Get the cursor pointer on all the buttons. So select start. I want this on not the wrapper, but the button itself. Yeah, because I don't want it on the select, I just want it on the button. And here's the active. So maybe instead of 0.2, let's try a 0.5. Yeah. I feel like that's better. Hey, Bones. Happy Monday. The cursor isn't thumb size relatively. You should put a thumb on the screen, right? Instead of the pointer, like who does this? Except for me. I mean, I kind of been doing that, but still. Is there a cursor thumb? I don't think there is. I know there's like text. There's, you know, the pointer, the weight, crosshair, not allowed, zoom in. But grab would be kind of like deceiving, right? Because everyone knows what the grab is and you're not really grabbing the button. Can I do custom cursors? I don't know. Hey, LSR, how are you? Happy Monday. A man can dream. I don't know. I think unfortunately I have to stick with the pointer. Let's see. Can I do custom CSS cursor pointers? I know you can like on the computer, but like adding a custom cursor to your website is easy. You can do so with a simple cursor. Okay, show me this. It's SVGs though. I'm trying to avoid using SVGs. I want to do it with strictly CSS. Like I said, this is a CSS challenge for the most part, except for when I can't. Oh, they have a lot more options here, huh? You've never seen a custom cursor? So, I mean, they just saw in the article there, like we could do SVGs, but I'm trying not to. Napcat, hey. I can set a custom cursor? Is it with SVGs? There's nothing wrong with SVGs, LSR. It's just I'm trying to push my CSS skills. I'm trying to get really good at them. So this project is kind of me seeing how far I can do an entire project in pretty much just CSS. Yeah, we have HTML over here, but obviously that's necessary to use CSS. And I'm just trying to see how much I can do before I'm forced to do other things, you know? But there's nothing wrong with them. Next time then, exactly, cost. A wild kebabster appears. Hello, Lethal, how are you? That Final Fantasy meme me posting in the Discord made my morning. You have no idea. That was so great. Message later, you gotta get going. Okay, Maka. I'll talk to you later. Hope you have a good day. Thank you. And thank you, Nick to die. Welcome in. How are you? Happy Monday. Yeah, unfortunately, I think all the preset ones that we have here are going to be here. They show us here. Awesome. Oh, this is an awesome example. Look at this. Whoever made this is a champion. But unfortunately, I don't think any of these are going to be thumbs. Here, I'm going to put a to-do list. We'll keep them as cursor pointer right now. But I'm going to add it in the to-do list to look up custom ones. All right, let's go to the D-pad so I can add them there too. All right. Are you making the Game Boy buttons interactive? That's the plan. We will see, like I said, what I can do. Right now, all they do is just get pushed. But I would like it to, when I turn this on, have it load the Game Boy Color logo, which I'm pretty sure I can do that with keyframes just fine. What I'm worried about is once we get into like actually loading the game, we'll see what we can do there. But I do want the select start AB, you know, and the D-pad to have at least basic functionality. That is the goal. That was S tier meme. It would be illegal not to share. Agree. That just, it makes my day to see Final Fantasy memes like that. They're so great. I'm so excited to see the orchestra this weekend, guys. You have no idea. Loading the game? Cool. What game are you loading? Hamtaro. Hamtaro is a game I have in my Game Boy. I don't know if you guys... Oh, the light's kind of like... So, we're loading in Hamtaro. That's the plan. And also we have Hamtaro emojis, so it just seems perfect. Let's see if I can find him real quick. There we go. It just seems perfect. So let's see here. Okay, I don't want the D-pad itself to have the cursor. I want the arrows. Here's the arrows. Yeah, because I don't want it like a pointer here. I only want it on the arrows. We still need to make these interactive as well. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do that just yet. I need to think about that a little bit more. So let me go ahead and make... No, I don't want it here. I want the note to be up here. Make the D-pad buttons have push animations. How often do I stream, Nick? I stream on Mondays in the afternoon, usually somewhere between like 1 and 3 o'clock Central Time, because I do work full time, so unfortunately I can only get a few hours in a week. I would like to do more. Yeah, we could do on clicks lethal. So I want to get it to just where the top part pushes down, and this, because this is one whole div and this is one whole div. So I've got to isolate just the first top part. I know I can. It's just going to be a lot more thinking than I'm ready to do just now. All right, like I said, we're not doing clip path, right? I've decided against that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to layer another div. So let's do wrapper bottom, because it is the bottom of the wrapper. And this will have a position of absolute because we want it to be on the bottom. We can give this a bottom of, I don't know, we'll just do 0 for now, and then we can adjust it once we actually get it on there and I can see what I'm doing. And then we want to center it. So let's do like a 50% and then transform, translate X minus 50%. Yes, I do, Nick. I work as a front-end mobile developer professionally. That's what I do. I am not the best, but I'm trying to get to be the best. Oh, you gotta animate the whole thing. Yeah, Lethal, it's a little tricky. I've done a little bit of research on how I'm gonna do it, but I haven't fully thought it out yet, so I might save that either for next stream or for the end of this stream. We'll start looking into it. We'll see. Like when you press the button, the upside of the cross has to change the color. Yeah, but I don't want it to change color. I want it to see Lethal Kebabster, how like these buttons are actually pressing like actual buttons. I want like this to like kind of look like it's pushing down, like how it would in, well, I guess it kind of moves as a unit, but like not really. I want it to tilt in the location. So actually, now that I say it out loud, I have a good idea of how I'm gonna do it. And I still need to add a highlight to the actual D-pad and not just the center part. Which tech stack do we use at work? Well, we have a few different websites that we have. The landing page is Next.js, and it has Tailwind as its UI. And then the actual game page itself is React, 3JS, styled components, TypeScript. And then I don't have anything to do with the Metaverse website, so I can't tell you about that because I'm not a game dev, but I know they use Unity. Other than that, I can't really tell you too much. And then the back end, which I don't really mess with much, I think they use Node. I'm pretty sure. I've looked at the files a few times, only when I have to, because I avoid back end like as much as humanly possible. I found I'm not very good at it. What for mobile dev, so our game is not like a mobile app, it's just mobile friendly, so we just use media queries, which works perfect for, you know, just making it work on the browser on the phone. If we ever go into like an actual app, I'm not entirely sure what their plan is, but I'm pretty comfortable with React Native, so maybe that. I don't know. Not my decision. I'm just the dev. That's hard to animate prospectively. I hope you can do it. I know, Lethal. Like, so this is going to be a huge challenge. Huge challenge. But we might be able to pull it off. We'll see. You can use a hidden input with an active CSS selector for a process. Yeah, for sure. That's what we have for these are the actives. These are active. So I have like an idea of what we're going to do here once I'm done curving out the bottom parts here. Hey, system. How was your weekend? It is the Nintendo game, girl. So we're like a designer challenge than a coding challenge. Exactly. But so I'm really trying to push my CSS skills. Game dev is interesting for sure. I want to get more into game dev, but I want to really cement my front end skills a little bit better before I get into game dev. But I have been messing around with 3GS a lot, which, you know, it's not necessarily game dev, but you can make games with 3GS. So once I have more time, I'm going to do more. All right, guys, where did I leave off here? Okay, wrapper bottom. We got the position, at least roughly. Let's just do a background color of red so I can really see where it's at. I want the height, let's just do like 20% so it's not like overwhelmingly large, and then a width of 100%. Now let's put this wrapper inside, or this wrapper bottom inside the wrapper. This will be wrapper bottom, and then we can start messing with it. I might need a, oh god, I hate when I do that. My nails are long, so I accidentally hit things all the time. This is not what I want. I want this to be the, no, I lie. I was thinking this screen for a moment. This is exactly what I want. This is exactly what I want. So I want to give it a border radius. I don't know, let's start with a 30%. Let's see what it looks like. Because I don't need it to be too crazy. It just needs to be like the slightest curve. I love game dev. I don't really know much about web dev. Oh, really, OSR? So do you do game dev professionally, or you just do it as a hobby? Web dev pays less, but easier to please the users. Oh, really? Game dev pays more? I had no idea. So I know very little about it. It's harder to make a good game than a good website. Yeah, there's a lot more cogs in that machine for sure. Yeah, web dev is not just for websites. This is true. I'm discovering that working on a game with your friend. Cool. Are you gonna like release it on itch.io or Steam? Backend is funner. We get to cuss more. Like I said, I tried so hard to be a backend dev crash. I really did. And I just found that I'm not good at it. I'm just really not. I wish I was. All right, 10% is probably gonna be too much. Yeah, I feel like that makes it too long because like, I just want to add a little bit to the bottom. Let's try like a -5. Also, the height doesn't need to be so extra. Let's see what happens if I do 10. Yeah, and then I can move this up even more. What do you guys think? Is that curve? Here, let me pull up the actual photo. Let's do a 1x1. Oh god, what have I done? The curve needs to be a little bit more extra. Let's see if I can unmess up everything that I just messed up. Oh god. Let's put this back together. Okay. Yeah, the curve needs to be just a little bit more. So maybe instead of a 30, let's try a 40. Ooh, that might be right. My border radius in general down here needs to be more like rounded. See, like this is this weird square here. I wonder if I just make this like less wide, right? And then I have like this here, and then I can lower. Hold on, I'm trying to think, guys. Yeah, what if I just lower this a little bit more so it has more of a seamless? Maybe? Is that seamless or is that not? Let's see, let's make it the lime green. Let's see what it looks like. No, there's a tiny little bump there. So maybe like a 2.8? 2.7. Ooh, guys, that might be perfect. What do you think? I think that might work perfect. I like squeal. That's about as far as I'm really good at like back end stuff. I'm pretty good at squeal, which I know the bar is low. Squeal is like the CSS of back end, but I do like that a lot. It's just as a hobby, I see. You've been going through the back end MongoDB course. Yeah, I haven't used MongoDB in a long time, but that is the database I use for I think my internship and was my first job Mongo too? I forgot. It's been forever now. Window forms and stuff. Looks like you have a longer flat on the bottom. Wait, does it look good now, Crash? Can you overlay the image on your web page? Do you mean like this one? Here, I'm gonna try to pull it out again without messing it all up. We don't need this. What do you think? I think it's perfect. Hey, Snowly, welcome in. How are you? Long time no talk. Let's see here. You cry and squeal? That is pretty impressive, I'm not gonna lie. This means it's Monday. It is Monday, Robert. Welcome in. How was your weekend? Yeah, it has been a while. I'm finally back. I carve out a little bit of my Monday to do a little bit of streaming. It's not popular anymore, but the course goes through Node.js and setting up MVCs, etc. Oh, cool. Hey, V. I tried to see if you streamed this weekend. Did you stream this weekend? Because I was on my computer for a little bit Saturday morning and a little bit on Sunday. But I'm not gonna lie, I started playing Final Fantasy 16 on Saturday and that kind of took my entire day. And then I had to do the Super Bowl party on Sunday, so I didn't really spend that much time online. On Saturday? Man, you must have been streaming while I was playing Final Fantasy. I must have missed it. Hold up. MVC was the first thing I learned about coding, even before JavaScript. Oh, really? The first things I learned in coding was, like I said, OG MySpace days, and it was HTML and CSS. I think that's why I have such a passion for those two, because that's what is nostalgic for me. You had 2 viewers. Hey, 2 viewers is where you start. One more, you like can apply for affiliate if you do that for long enough. Around the time I sleep. Oh, I see. Fair enough. Your weekend was very unproductive, but I think I found my master thesis Oh, Robert. What's your master thesis topic? Here, I'm gonna leave this guy just right here so we can toggle back and forth. You guys can't really see it, but I can slide it over when I need it. So now let's do the same exact thing for the inner ridge and for this right here. And then we can adjust anything that we need. Because I feel like there's too much of a gap here still. These buttons need to be a little bit chunkier. They're a little too skinny. But we're getting pretty darn close. Maybe this is a little too wide. Maybe. Yeah, I feel like this, I don't know. We'll see. We're getting really close though. Let's go to the ridge. I'm just gonna copy and paste. I know, sacrilegious. And just adjust as we get there. Just collapse all this stuff that I'm not using here. Oh, and I don't need this anymore because I found out about the drop shadow. Let's see here. Technically finishing. You've already finished in 3 hours? That's so impressive. Tutorial stream. Oh, was it? What was the tutorial you were doing? Did I miss it? I don't think I see in the chat what you were doing. A few companies that are still using MVC in Turkey because they're too lazy to switch. Oh, really? One of my coworkers lives in Turkey. I'll have to ask him about it because he's our backend developer. Okay, let me close all this. I'm looking for inner ridge. There we go. So I want to make a inner ridge bottom. Like, so I want to do the exact same thing right here, just like this, so it's parallel. And then we'll adjust things as we go from there. like he's in Discord, Lethal. He's not in my Discord. We don't talk all that much. Because, you know, what he does and what I do are not very similar. But he's really nice. You might know him. Oh, I don't know, Crash. What is the new one? They've moved on from MVC. You ended up making, okay, like in tutorials. I see, you made the entire project like they do in tutorials. So you essentially made your own tutorial. Have you considered ever, like publishing a tutorial? Like on Udemy or something? I don't know how that works. Okay, let me put inner ridge here. I'm gonna make a div with the class inner ridge bottom. And let's adjust. Oh god, I ruined it all. Let's close it. Alright. Ooh, that's close. It needs to be a little higher though. You guys can see there's a little bit. Here, let's make it. You can see there's a little bit of a disconnect here. So let's make it, let's see, 2.6. No, 2.4. Close. 2.3. I feel like that's perfect. Not there. Yes. Ooh, what do you guys think? I think that's perfect. Now these need to be a little higher. I feel like, yeah, I think I could just make the entire thing shorter since it's all responsive. Let's try making this just like a 550. Did that do what I wanted it to do? Maybe I just... This needs to be skewed more too. Now that I see like this is skewed like this, so I need to adjust this guy. Here, we can close the console thingy for now. I don't really need it. Now, you guys can't see it because I'm blocking it, but do you see now? Like, this is like skewed. I need to skew mine too. It's a little smaller. No, because then that makes it smaller, so I'm just gonna layer it like that. You write incredibly trashy code. Let Dawn do the tutorials. Yeah, Dawn is a genius, I swear to God. That was a long text. Wait. What was long, Robert? Did I miss it? It's deep fake stuff. Oh, I see. Not the stack that developers use. Okay, okay. Yeah, I don't know too much about deep fake stuff. I just know that it exists, and that's about it. Let Dawn do that job. Okay, writing taxes and such. Okay, I'm lost in the chat, guys. You guys lost me. CSS literally has built-in skewing thing. Yeah, I have it on there. I just need to adjust it. Twitch solves it because it's... So you wrote something and Twitch ate it? Is that what you're saying? Let's see. I think I have the skew. Yeah, the skew is here. Yeah, see, that's pretty close to how theirs is. You can see. But I do need to adjust the spacing now. It's too far to the edge, and I think it's too close to the bottom, so I need to raise it up and over a little bit. I will go ahead and do that now. Okay, I can get rid of this now because I have messed with the skew. Let's raise it a little bit. So that's close. Now let's go ahead and do a 3. Get out of here. I think this needs to be 6. Yeah, that feels right. Right? That feels right. We don't use Jira. We use, what is it called? Oh god, what is it called? Linear. like linear. Oh, that's lame, Robert. I was curious. Now you got me all curious. It's not fair. You can't just eat up your text like that. Yeah, that feels about right. But like I said, I feel like the whole Game Boy itself is too wide now. I'm gonna make it... Yeah, that feels better. But now I gotta also push everything out. I gotta... Oh no, that's not gonna work. Hold up. Okay, thanks for the follow. Inza Dervim. Welcome in. I just noticed Nintendo. Yeah. Yeah, we did that recently. I think it was last stream or the stream before. Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust everything just a little bit. It's okay. We're gonna move these out a little bit. Make these wider. I should have had a side by side like this a long time ago. I need to change the box shadow to make it more lined up like theirs. That's okay. That's okay. Little tweaks are something that I like to do. This is why I'm a front-end dev. Hey, Stony Eagle, how are you? Welcome in. Whoever came up with Agile ruined your life. I'm sorry, V. I've never messed with Agile a day in my life. Take a screenshot, draw lines on paint. Yeah, good, Lethal. But we're already this far. Why not do things the hard way? That's how we like to do things, right? It's okay. Like, so I'm just gonna push these out a little bit, change the box shadow a little bit, make these a little chunkier, maybe drop down this a little bit. Oh, I need to still add the ridge here before we get too far. Let me do that. Let me add the ridge right here, and then we'll start adjusting this to make it look more spot on. But like I said, it's starting to get really, really close. And then we're on to the hard part. Oh goodness. I mean, I don't know if the color is really spot on, but that's okay. The Nintendo lime green is more lime green. How many hours a day do you code outside of work? Outside of work? I mean, I code usually about 8 hours a day for work. Just depending on my workload, which has been very intense lately. And then I do 2 hours on Monday here. And then I do, like I said, I do a lot of side courses on the weekend. I do like 3GS courses, boot.dev, you know, like things like that. So outside of work, maybe an additional like 10 to 15 hours a week. It's kind of my main hobby too, so I'm kind of doing it as much as I can. At the moment, SMF cannot be done in time because it's harder to expect the better work overtime. I do stuff on the weekend. All right, Lethal, have a great day. I'll see you later. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, because like I said, I really want to learn more. I want to learn 3GS, and I want to learn, you know, more about backend. Sprint time organization are very strict. I meet most of my deadlines, so I'm in good standing. But yeah, our product manager is definitely very on it. He's very organized. And he's very assertive without being a butt about it. He's like really nice. So you want to work hard and get your deadlines because of that. All right, guys, I want to do this ridge first before I lose my train of thought. So that's gonna be the screen. Yeah, because this is the LCD. This is the screen. Let's go look for the screen. And I want to make a screen bottom just like we did with the wrapper. I don't remember if I have copied anything since then, so I'm just gonna do that one more time. Let's look for a screen. There it is. And to make a screen bottom class. And let's just throw this in there real quick and we will adjust it as needed. Like obviously the background color will not be this, but let's just make it red for now so I can see where it's at and how I need to adjust it, because I am almost certain it will not be the same as this. Let's do screen bottom. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to change this completely. I don't even see where it's at. Let's give it a z-index of 10 just so it can pop up. Where is it? Oh no. Yeah, I have a Discord. It's a little weird in there, Nick. But I do have a Discord. Feel me. This link should work. Let me know. Oh my god. Am I not like logged in? Alright, let me try that one more time. Never mind, that didn't work. Give me a minute. Thank you for the follow, Akima. Welcome in. How are you? Let me get you a link. Invite people. There we go. Oh my god. Hold up. 1 second. I just noticed none of the commands are on, and I think that's because this is being a butt. Let me fix that real quick. Measure twice, code once. Oh, lethal. I love that you have that much faith in me. Wait, oh, Darren's here. Darren, are you here? Can you drop a Discord link while I try to fix the cloud bot here? Activate cloud bot. There we go. It should work now. Let's see. There we go. Let me know if that link works for you. We need to have a more active, like, actual coding environment in my Discord, because right now it's kind of just a bunch of shit posting. That's all it is. And I have tabs for coding, but no one posts anything in there. I need more people to like actually put stuff in there. The deliver on time way, but the way you make your issues and all that itself. Not, oh, okay, I see, the way you make your issues. Thankfully, like, my team's very talented. I got very fortunate. They definitely helped me out with a lot of things by being very clear and concise. Okay, let's find where this screen bottom. All right. Position absolute. Let's see what just happens if you push you on the top. Will you show up now? Why are you all cleared out? Did I do something wrong? Let me see. So it's in the screen. We got, oh, I see. Don't you love that? Boom. I was supposed to say, that makes no sense. It just had one extra quotation in there. I mean, tall shitposting is fun. I'm not dissing it. I'm just saying we need more programming stuff in there. I like the shitposting. It's welcomed. Alright, let's adjust this so I can have the effect that I want here. There's, like I said, as you can see, it's very, I don't know if you, yeah, you guys can see it on just fine. It is the most minor curve, and even theirs looks kind of funky. I want mine to look maybe just a little bit smoother. I can make this black now. And we can adjust it as needed. How would this look if it was 100%? It's close. It's close. Maybe if I just lower it a little bit. Ooh, hold up. Is that it? I feel like the edges need to be a little bit more round though. Right? It needs to be a little bit more round on the corners there. I think they all, yeah, an 8. What do I have? Do I have an 8 or a 6 on there? It looks like it could be one of those. Let's see. Border radius. Yeah, let's just try making this more intense. I think it needs to be even more. Yeah, 10 looks right. But now this is all janky down here. Hold up, let me just make this red one more time. so that I can see exactly where it's stopping and where it's ending. Yeah, so maybe if I raise it just a little bit. Here, let me make it red again. I need to see what I'm doing. And maybe instead of 100%, I'll go back to 95. But then it's gonna have to be lower again. Let's see. Maybe instead of 95, it's like a 98. And lower it just a little bit more. That might be right. I think that looks pretty good. I don't know about y'all, but I think that looks pretty good. I also want to share what I want to do for masters. Okay, yeah, definitely. Drop it in there. Tell me all about it. We'll check it out. I'm definitely all about hearing it because, like I said, I'm stupid. I need smart people like y'all telling me things. Okay, now we just gotta adjust everything a little bit to make it more correct. So right now it's not very correct. Like, I feel like this LCD screen needs to be a little wider. So let's do that. Let's make it just a wee bit wider. So let's do like, yeah, it needs to be wider. No, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. Hold up. I think the entire thing is just too wide still. We need to make it all more narrow. So let's make this. Why do I have it set like that? Let's see. Let's do 310. That's closer. Alright, I'm just gonna be sitting here messing with this for a little bit until it feels about right. That feels a lot more right. And I just need to push out these buttons a little bit more to the edge. So the A is more lined up here. And just a little bit. And make these a little chunkier. Drop them down a little bit. And I feel like I can move on then after that. Oh, wow. Okay, now we got here. Okay. Deepfake detection. Theoretical bounds, why we can't detect them. Will there ever be a mathematical reason why we won't be able to detect them? Current approaches for their individual problems. Solutions to those problems. Not so much discovering my own, but other theoretical discussions and reviews of current existing research. Oh, I think that idea is a really good idea, Robert. Definitely. I approve. I approve significantly. Like that is a really good idea. Especially with everything that's going on right now. Let me know how that goes, because that's a good thesis in my opinion. But I've never written one, so what do I know? Alright, let me find the locations of my buttons. Okay, this is the select. That's not what I want. I want this one. And I don't need you. You can go. Let's see here. This is what I'm looking for. Wait, no, go back. What did I do? Did I accidentally? Okay. I must accidentally cut something else out. Now let's go ahead and move the A button. Let's see, 10. It needs to be a little further, I think. B needs to be, let's see, closer. Let's do 24 and 8. That's way closer. I'll tell her that I approved the message, or that you approved the thesis. Good. She obviously will immediately agree. Do you have a bachelor's degree? And she says, no, I don't. college dropout. Never made it that far. I was enrolled in a CS program, but I didn't make it very far, obviously. I hate making my app accessible. I have to add dynamic tab indexes because the browser focuses on elements outside the viewport. Oof. And are not targetable by regular use. Yeah, no, that sounds like a huge pain in the butt, Sony. I'm so sorry you're going through that. That sounds horrible. Let me know how it goes. Alright, guys. I'm going to now... What do I now? Okay. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lower this just a little bit and maybe lower this just a little bit because I feel like this is too high. I feel like it should line up a little bit more. And while I'm down here, let's make the buttons a little chunkier. I think that's a good idea. So let's get the select start. Here we go. Let's try 9. Yeah, that looks right. That looks right. And I need to lower this entire part. So let's do like a 10%. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. I feel like the gap is too big too. Let's do an 8 gap. That looks better. Yeah. Hey, thanks for the follow. Welcome in, Edison. How are you? Do you have a Spotify playlist? No, Nick. What I do is I have a... Let me share my YouTube. It's a YouTube playlist. How do I share the entire playlist? Oh, why do I have a private? Here, I'll just share the link for just this song because it's pretty long. Oh, I'm not logged in there. Here you go, Nick. This is the song we're currently listening to. If you type in Japanese lo-fi and YouTube, that's where I get most of these from. I think they're really peaceful and calming for, you know, programming. It goes, it's just frustrating since every one of them has a different type of source and it gets a 0 or a -1 from them. I haven't messed with tab indexing in a while since I did the Final Fantasy website, which I want to update, guys, but it's all in like Next.js and I'm so over Next.js. And I don't want to redo it again for the 3rd time. Because it's already got version 1 and version 2. It's like, okay, if I make a version 3 Final Fantasy website that is just like React and not Next.js, I don't know. I have to talk myself into it, guys. I haven't messed with Next.js in over a year. Okay, let's see here. I feel like I want to make this part better, or do I want to do this part first? I think I want to do the D-pad first. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna highlight just the top part. How am I gonna highlight this the way I want to? That's where I'm kind of like, I don't know. I think I'm gonna try working on this first. So kind of like how these are engraved, I want this to be engraved as well without losing the R trademark too much. Let's go and start there. What's my new current shtick? Vanilla. Vanilla's my shtick. I'm trying really hard to like stick with the basics and stay away from UI libraries because I feel like my fundamentals need to be a little bit more solid. I really want to work on more vanilla JavaScript projects. I'm feeling really good about my CSS now. I obviously still have room to grow, but like I'm starting to feel really, really good about my CSS. So I really want to like build some stuff with some vanilla JavaScript, kind of like how we were with the styled component library clone I was doing before. But I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet. Because I'm still obsessed with CSS right now. It's all I want to do. You have a, wait, I have a music player that is permanently stuck under the view that only shows when you have something playing. The player then moves up in view. Wait, what are you talking about, Stony? You have a music player that's permanently stuck under the view? Are you talking about Twitch or are you talking about the app that you're making? Oh, you're talking about in the app. I thought you were talking about on Twitch. I'm like, wait, what? And I don't know View, Robert. Okay, so all of them now are looking good. Let's go. I'm gonna do logo. We're gonna do logo. That's my final answer for right now. And then we'll move on to the D-pad afterwards. So it's gonna be the Nintendo logo. Did I start? Yeah, looks like I did this last time, huh? Yes, I remember I started this last time and I hated it. All right, let's see what I can do about this. Yeah, the white is too bold. It needs to be the same color as the start. Is that the same color? That doesn't look like the same color. Yeah, no, it can't be. Okay, so we got a very light gray. Okay, this is the problem. I think the inset. Let's see here. Hey, thank you so much. How are you feeling? How's it going, Tall? Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Next hype, Bilke? Welcome in, Bilke. How you doing today? How was your weekend? Some screenshots. Hold up. Let me look. Let me look. Oh, I see. Ooh, this is fancy. This is very fancy, Tall. Or Stony. Tall, you're fancy too. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have it pulled up. Oh, he's your designer? Really? I didn't know you guys worked together. That's cool. Oh, that's so cute, Tall. I like that. You know, this looks really good. Oh, that's very impressive. For sure. I notice I always come with the raid. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, speaking of which, let's go ahead and give a shout out. Can I give a shout out to someone who's not currently in my chat? Yeah, I don't think I can. I can't shout out someone who's not currently in my chat. But if you guys are interested, the guy that Stony pulled up here, he's also a streamer. Who has a weekend when you're a freelancer? True, but okay. True. Who has a weekend when you're a freelancer? Well, I hope you got some good jobs done and everything. Okay, I think this is the color I don't want. That's the color I don't want. What I want is, let's go ahead and look up start. The start and, no, that's not what I want. Start select button. Let's get their color. Because their color is the color I want that's like kind of highlighting, because that looks good. Where's the color? Here it is. This is what I want. Let's see if we can mess with this and make it look better, because right now it does not look good. And we both know it doesn't look good. There's no point in even trying to deny it. Oh, hey. Let's see here. Thank you. Oh my god, you're being so nice. Thank you, Tall. I really appreciate it. You're always way too generous to me. Let's go and do it here as well. I think... No, what did I do wrong? Oh, I got rid of my comma. There we go. Yeah, that looks better. Does it look good? No, but it does look better. I just gotta tweak it a little bit more, because like the R is completely just like messed up. And that's not what I want. I want this to be how it was before. I need to isolate it to its own thing. Let's go, yeah, down here. So this trademark needs to be its own thing, and it needs to not have the box shadow. Yeah, it's not supposed to. Hold on, let me put box shadow none. Will this fix it? No. Yeah, all these nuns are not canceling out what I have here. Okay, new. I'm gonna put another span around Nintendo. I'm gonna put, no, because it still has, okay, I'm gonna put the text shadow. I'm gonna put this. Yeah, because the ridge is still good. I think that's still good. Is it exactly what I want? Not just yet, but it's pretty darn close. Oh, thank you, Tolly. You need to get Sune some food? Yeah, get Sune some food. Alright, I'll see you soon. You gonna go see you later? Alright, okay, thanks for coming by. Go take a nice long walk. That sounds good. I'm going to isolate Nintendo and put this in there, and hopefully that will solve all my problems. We'll see. We will see. Okay. It's a class of Nintendo. And then let's move that here. And let's move this in there, and hopefully this will solve my problems. Did it? It did nothing. I mean, does it really need... Does the box shadow around the border give it enough? I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know. I can't make up my mind. Well, actually, that's the problem. That's why I don't see a difference. Okay. Now we see a difference. Maybe your eyes are automatically shutting down. It's okay, V. It was me. I didn't even have it done correctly. Okay. Here, let's start tweaking it a little bit. I feel like this needs to be maybe a little darker. Also, yeah, let me try that. Let me try making this just a little darker. Or here, let me just see what it looks like white. Yeah. Yeah, let me try making it a little darker. Too dark. No. This is not really what I need either. Ooh, that might work. Yeah, I think that might work. That looks engraved. Oh, okay, V. Have a good night. Thanks for coming by. Always appreciated. I think I need to add this to this one too. Yeah, okay, okay. I think it looks engraved. What do you guys think? I think it looks engraved. But the R's messed up again. Oh no. How do I fix that? Yeah, crap. All right, hold up. I think this is doing nothing too. Yeah, I can get rid of that. Okay, how am I gonna get it around the border, but not around the trademark? What if, okay, what if I add this, but down here, what if instead of none, which clearly is doing nothing, what if I do 0? Perfect. All right, it's perfect. Now let's zoom out. Oh yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, it looks engraved. I feel like it needs to be lined up a little differently though, because my Y is cutting into the bottom part, which obviously Nintendo doesn't have that problem, but Zintendo does. So also the inset, that needs to go away. This needs to go away. Yeah, that looks more correct. Or does it? Ooh, I don't know now. Okay, what if I put it in there, right? But we chill it out just a little bit. Because I feel like it might just be too thick. I think this is the parameter I want right there. Yeah, let's lower this one. Okay, that's way more on point. I think that's what I want. Let's make this a 0.2, 0.5. Oh no, 0.5 is too much. And also, let's drop this down to a 1. That might be it. Hey, how's it going? Zolly, welcome in. Yes, this is our Nintendo. I'm trying to make it look as realistic as possible. It's a little bit of a pain, but I'm getting there. Very slowly but surely, we're getting there. Alright, let's see here. Here. And once we get the looks down, then we'll start working on more animations. Which I'm still like kind of thinking how I'm gonna do this. But I feel like the logo, other than this part right here, is looking pretty good. Hey. Rockfist Records, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, I need to move the font up a little bit, maybe? Maybe, let's see here. I mean, I could just do... No, I don't want to do that. Huh, how do I want to do this? I want... I mean, let's see what happens if I do this. Will it make it look horrible? It's not horrible, but it does give me a little bit of a gap there. Like, I could raise the font, but if I raise the font, I think it's not really going to give me the effect I want either. So maybe we'll just keep it like that. No, it's too chunky. It's too chunky. It can't be that. Let's try 1. It's still a little chunky, but it's okay. Let me try moving the entire font up. Now, I think that would be... I think that's justify content. I always get justify content and align items mixed up. So let me go ahead and try justify content flex start, right? I don't think that did what I wanted it to do. Is it align items then? Here, let me look. Because I always get them mixed up. Yeah, I got them mixed up. Align items. That's not really giving me what I want either, though, is it? Yeah, no, this is what I want. Oh, maybe it just needs to be start, not flex start. Let's see. Maybe it just needs to be just start. Doesn't really move it up either. Here, let's mess with it here. No. There we go. Yeah, let me try putting it in here. Not really giving me what I want either, though. Let's see. Yeah, it's not doing what I want it to do. What if... I mean, it doesn't look too off. Just a little. What if I put a, No, that's not what I want. That's okay, that's okay. We can move on. I think it's good enough. Is it great? No. What if maybe I make the font just a little bit smaller? Maybe. Maybe that's the answer. Let's try... Let's do, font size... I don't know, what, 10 px? Too small. Too small. Yeah, maybe just 14. And then, oh, I'm gonna be messing around with this way too long, I'm sure. Again, still not perfect, but I think I'll take it. I think I'll take it for now. I feel like I should space it out more. Yeah. Yeah, I like that more. It's good for now. Yeah, I think it's good for now. Okay, last thing. Just trying to get this active now, the way that I want it. And then I think I can finally move on. I think so. In CSS though? Chingus? What in CSS? The whole project's in CSS, yeah. I gotta get these active to press like how I want these to press. Damn! Yeah, we like CSS here. How are you? Welcome in. How was your weekend? Let's see here. I'm going to now work on the D-pad. The highlight's not working. I know I added a highlight, but it's not working. What is this last one here? Here, let me... I forgot what I was doing here. Let me go to the D-pad and see what I was doing. So if the shadow is outside, what happens if I pull it inside here? Does nothing. I think it's on the bottom. It's on the bottom, huh? Yeah, I don't want it on the bottom. I want it kind of there. Let me make sure I'm not seeing things. Yeah, I'm not seeing things. So let's take a look at this. I'm gonna pull this over here. And let's see what we are doing here. So we have the box shadow inset, which is what we have here. I want it to be... I want it to be on the top. I think... I always forget which each one of these positions are. Let's see here. I want it to be on the top and not the bottom. Let's mess around with these. So I think if I do a negative 0.5... No, it's not giving me what I want either. I thought that's what I want. Now that's gonna be the blur. So yeah, let's keep it at a 5. Let's make this... It's not what I want. Let me go look at my buttons real quick for reference. Let's see here. And we can make this small for now. And where's my buttons? I thought they were nearby. Obviously they're not. Okay. This should be what I want. Let's go ahead and test this on the D-pad and see. Here, did I highlight the proper one? Okay, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and take these. Yeah, I just got the parameters there. Let's try them here. It's still not exactly what I want. I mean, like, it's there, but I don't want it on the bottom. I want it on the top. Here, I'm gonna add it on the other one too and see if it looks like how I want it to look. 'Cause I don't think it does. Yeah, see, this is where I have a problem. Yeah, this is definitely the problem. So right now, for some reason, it's on the bottom, which is not what I want. Yeah. I obviously don't want it on the D-pad vertical either though, because that's what makes it all funky. I don't want that. It's not what I want at all. I think I might save the highlight again for later. Now I see why I didn't add it. Okay, I already fixed the shadow overlay. That to-do is done. But see the shot? No, it's the right side. It's the right side. I just gotta do fix highlight thingy. For now, let's just worry about the active. You want to create the 3D look with lighting? Yeah, that's what's what I'm trying to do, Robert. It's kind of like how I have for the engravings and the highlighting here. I'm trying to do the same with the D-pad. I got the circle right, as you can see. This one, the lighting is on the inside because it's engraved. This is elevated, so I wanted it like raised. But I'm just not doing it right. But it's fine. Like I said, I'll figure that out later. I'm gonna try to focus on getting the active properly done for now. And like I said, I gotta figure out how to do it where only the top part of here is gonna be pushed down. Not, well, I mean, hold up now. No, so what I need to do is like when I press up, it moves the entire thing slightly up and down because it is one unit and it does move as a single unit. So it's not gonna be exactly as difficult as I thought it was gonna be, thankfully. So pretty much when I press the left side of the horizontal, wait a minute, I just realized something. Okay, no, this is correct. Okay, yeah. When I hit the top part of the vertical, I want it to all like shift up and down. Kind of like the opposite of this. And when it's down, I want it to do this effect. Yeah, I want it to like tilt. And that's where I'm kind of thinking, I'm like, how am I gonna do this? And in what portion am I gonna do this? And like, do I want to do this in the do I want to do this in like the D-pad is itself? No, I think it was H arrow that I click. That's what's gonna have to activate the shifting, I think. So Here, let's just mess with this and see what happens. Let's do like, for example, like a dot up arrow active, right? And let's see, like kind of how I do for the buttons, right? It's gonna be the opposite of this though. So let's grab this and do the opposite, or we can just start with the bottom and just like see if we're gonna get it to how we want. Here, I'll do down arrow for now. No, see, that's the arrow. We don't want the arrow. Yeah, that messes it all up. That's not what I want. Let's just see what it looks like. Okay. Just bear with me, guys. I'm brainstorming. I'm seeing what does what when I mess with things. So obviously wrong. Yeah, obviously wrong, but I think I can mess around with it maybe? Don't know yet. Let's see. So if I hit active, I don't want it to fall behind. Yeah, it's not exactly what I want. Hey Tolly, welcome back. So I'm trying to figure out how exactly I'm gonna do this. Let's see, let's keep the Z index. Let's raise it up. Still giving me the same issue. Yeah, see now it's this is gonna be tricky. Yeah, this is gonna be really, really tricky. This is not exactly what we need at all. Especially with the layering, that's where it gets really difficult. Oh man, how am I gonna do this? What if I just mess with like the shadow? Would that give me the effect that I want? Not really. Not really, but kind of. Hold up. Not really, but kind of. Okay, we gotta get rid of the Z index. No, not really. Oh man, how am I gonna do this? Press delete. So yeah, this is gonna be tricky. Oh man. Do I have to make more divs? I might need to make more divs. I'm not entirely sure. It's like, do I make more divs? No, that can't be the answer. Hey, Ezio. More divs, exactly. I'm trying to figure out how to get the D-pad to, like, tilt. Like, because it's a one entity when you press it, like, tilts all to the left, right? Tilts all to the bottom. Tilts all to the right. But I'm not really... Is there a CSS tilt class? I mean, there's a rotate, but that's not really what I'm looking for. I guess it would be like a skew, huh? But how was your weekend? I guess maybe it would be a skew. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Closer. Closer, 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 closer. Hold up. We're on to something. Okay, I have to get rid of the inset too because it's messing it up. Because I don't have a highlight set yet. Oh, it's getting closer. Okay. What if instead of skew Y? Okay, yeah, it doesn't really matter what I skew. I need the whole thing though. Let's see. Oh, how am I gonna do this? Skew, gradient? Yeah. Yeah, skew's definitely the answer. Gradient. Oh my god. Maybe instead of a box shadow, yeah. Yeah, maybe instead of a box shadow. Oh, I don't know. Hold up. So we might need to create more divs, but I don't want to create more divs if I don't have to. Oh man. I said it. We need it to be a unit though, because right now it's only doing. Yeah, it's only doing the one portion. It's not doing both. Like it's only doing the vertical or the horizontal. I kind of want it to be one entity. So hold on, let me try D-pad common again. Let's see what. Yeah, it's still separate entities. I want it to be all one. If I added D-pad vertical as well, would it make them a unit like that? I don't think so. I don't think so. That would be too good to be true. Yeah. Oh, how do I get them to be together, guys? Yeah, no. Wait, has? Oh, I need to look up has. Because I saw Kevin bring it up on a video recently. I was like, I'm gonna look that up. And I didn't look it up. Thank you. Div everything, exactly, Diggly. That's the answer. Has is amazing, that's what he was saying. Okay. So H1 has plus the P. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna need to read through this, guys. Bear with me. The function has CSS pseudoclass represents an element if any of the relative selectors that have passed an arguments match at least one of the elements has anchored against this element. Okay, that was a jumbled mix, but I think what it's saying is that if an element has a relative selector and passes an argument match at least one of the elements. So let's say it's a D-pad has D-pad common. Would it be D-pad common has okay, what is it? Is it gonna be D-pad has D-pad common active? Is that what I'm trying to do? No, I broke it. Would the active be inside of it? I don't think so. That doesn't make sense. Okay, now I broke it. Hold up. Let me see here. Let's look at the examples. Okay, H1 has H2 plus H2. Okay, maybe I need to add a plus. And move this back out. No, maybe it needs to still be in. I might be making a mess. No. I need to figure this out. Oh, you have an example, let's see? Let me see. Has input checked. Okay. Body has input checked. So the active would be in there. I guess my thing is like I'm doing something wrong here. I just don't know exactly what, because I am trying to select the D-pad that has the common, right? I want to select them both at the same time. I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna do that. Because I see, yeah, like they have the wrapper, right? Body has input checked. And then they change the background for the body. Okay. So it wouldn't be body. There's no way. Yeah, no, obviously that doesn't even make any sense. Okay, no, hold up. D-pad, common, has. I don't think that's right either. What would be here then? Hold up. Would it be, oh my god. Oh, I'm so close. This is not the Super Bowl. Oh, okay. We gotta figure this out. So H1 has plus H2. Okay. So, hold up. Oh, come on. I thought that was it. Why don't I understand has? Or is it? Maybe the green thing won? Yeah, the green thing did won. Oh, come on. I thought that was gonna be it. I mean, I understand how it works in this example. I'm just having a hard time figuring out how it's gonna work in my example. Because I've already tried D-pad has and then D-pad common active. That didn't work. I know I'm trying D-pad common and has vertical. That didn't work either. So what would be the next? Oh man, I hate that I don't get it. I wonder if there's more examples I can find. Keep looking until I figure it out. So H2, P. And then it would has, H2 has P. Okay, okay. Okay, hold up. I think it clicked. So if an H2 has a P, then it gets this class. This H2 does not have a P. So wouldn't this work? Do I just need to move you out again? Let's see. No, darn it. Yeah, the D-pad also, hold up. Ah, closer. Crap. Okay, I'm closer. Hold up. Okay, let me see what you say. D-pad has D-pad vertical active. But that would only take the vertical. I want it to take the entire thing, right, Ezio? Am I misunderstanding that? Because I think that's what I like. This is still not it either. What's your question, Tal? What's up? I can try this. Here, let's try this. Ooh! Close, but it's only doing it for the top. Ooh, but close. Ezio, you're a freaking genius. Now I just gotta do it for this as well. So let's say, crap. Now let's do exactly this, but also for D-pad common. But we need it to tilt. That's the only thing now, right? So hold up. Instead of doing this all together. Oh, we're getting so close here. We're getting so close. Oh my god, Miss Pixie, thank you. Welcome in. How are you? What were you guys working on? Create PSP after this? Yes. We could do a PSP. I also have one of those on hand we could use as a model. We're building this. I'm pretty close. For anyone who is new in the stream, this is where we're at. We're trying to get the D-pad to tilt depending on where I'm going. It's not there quite yet, but it's pretty close. But yeah, how are you guys? I don't think Darren, you're not in the chat anymore. Here, let me give you a shout out, Miss Pixie. There we go. Is this just UI or can people play this? Eventually, Jediah, I would like it to be at least turn on and show the loading screen. And I would like it to load up a game. I'm trying to see how much I can do with just pure CSS. Is a little bit of a challenge for me to see how much I can do this in just CSS. But we will do like JS if I have to. Tamagotchi, fun. Someone recommended that I do a Tamagotchi next. Outplayed? I don't know how far I'm gonna make it emulate. We'll see. Because I've been getting really into CSS art lately, so I wanted to push myself and make an entire Game Boy and do some animations with it as well. Right now we're working on getting the buttons to work properly. Right now we've got these. I guess I'm trying to get the D-pad to like tilt depending on the arrow. Now, oh my god, thank you, Neo. You're so generous. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Let's give a little shout out to Neo over here. No, I can't give you a shout out. No. I'm sorry, my things are almost, but thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You're so kind. Hey, God. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you, Darren. I don't know why it didn't show up on mine. I appreciate it. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Welcome in, everyone. I'm just trying to get this to tilt properly and try to get that right. It's what you guys are hopping in. I'm kind of struggling a little bit because I've never used the Has class before, and I've always wanted to try it out. And chat reminded me of it. So that's what we're doing. Yeah. Gotta run, walk your doggies. Okay, Miss Pixie, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you have a good day. Have a good little walk with your doggies. Thanks again. So let's go ahead now and so the common, right? The common is gonna be up and down, and the vertical, no, it's gonna be left and right. Let's just see. It's still not giving me the exact tilt. Here, let me just comment out the box shadows for right now. Yeah, so it's only gonna skew the box shadows those ways. Let's see here. Trying to see if there's actually a difference. Or if I'm just like, it's all the same. So what I'm gonna have to do, because they both have common, that's the problem. I bet you if I do that. Yeah, because the vertical and the common's in both of them. Exactly. It is a learning curve for sure. Okay, Dolly. Are you really Neo? I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely been a little bit of a learning curve because I've never used Has, so I'm trying to figure out exactly how it's working, but I think I'm getting the hang of it slowly but surely. See how I'm gonna get this right though. So pretty much now what I want to do is I want to isolate each one of them. So let's say if it has up arrow, then I want it to skew the box shadow differently. If it has the left arrow, then I want it to skew differently. And that's what we gotta work on here. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. Schrodinger's Neo, is that what it would be? Okay, I think if in theory this may work, but let's see. We'll have to test it. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna copy this, right? And instead of D-pad, hold up. I'm just gonna test this out, see if it works. Okay. And just gonna comment this out for now. Now it does the arrow. The arrow's not what I want. I want when I hit the arrow for it to skew the D-pad. So hold up. Thank you, Tech Jonas. I really appreciate the follow. Thank you. What if I do D-pad right here, and this is gonna be up arrow instead. Still does the arrow. Okay. I feel like I'm right on the cusp of figuring it out. What if I do so what if we do I think okay, what's going on is that yeah, this is what's being selected to transform. So what I want to do is I think I want to rearrange these two. Let's just see. Let's see if this gives me the desired. Closer. Closer, but not quite. Because ah, man, it's still not quite right. Okay, ditch this, right? Can I keep stacking? Rearrange it, add generative ambient lighting with vector tracing. Whoa, Diggly. Whoa, Diggly. Can I even do generative ambient lighting in CSS? And vector tracing? That sounds like 3GS stuff. One day it'll happen. I'll say, yeah, it's like, we're not doing 3GS yet. I need to get better at 3GS before we do that. Let's see, can I keep stacking, right? So what my next question is. Can I stack this on top? Yeah, no, it's just gonna do that again now. Crap. So I can stack. But okay, so this last thing is what's changing it, right? It's changing the shadow. We got the D-pad, that's D-pad active, then it changes the shadow. So if I do, I think I had it all wrong. If I do up arrow here, yes, 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 hell yeah. All right, we have dissected it. We have figured it out. Now let's do this 4 times. Hello. It's good. I think I cracked the code. So I'm happy. How are you? I'm trying to get this to like I put low. Left arrow. How was your weekend? So I want to skew, okay, we want this to skew Y. I don't know if this is going to give me exactly what I want. Can I skew Y this way? Is this how we're going to do it? No, it's still doing the same. Crap. Hold up, let's comment these out for now and just let's focus on up and down. Here, just do something insane. Yeah, so this is not the problem. Hell yeah, CSS God. Yeah, I'm getting there. Trying to. Midi weekend, but trying to distract myself. Start learning NeoVim. Oh, wow, really? Finished the built-in tutorial. I've never even, like, started to think about messing with NeoVim. I don't know, like, I'm so content with VS Code. I know a lot of people dog on it, but it doesn't, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll dip my toes into the water of NeoVim, but that's not today. Outplayed, how's the job market in the US right now? I mean, I have a job. So obviously my perspective is a little different. I don't think it's that bad. I mean, I've never had problems getting a job. But I think a lot of it has to do with like how much I've networked. So I don't know. I know a lot of people do say they have problems getting jobs. But I don't know how they're networking themselves, so I'm not entirely sure if that has to play a huge role in it. I know the startup industry in America is very healthy. Now, I've never worked for a FANG company, so I don't know how that is. Networking at the corgi races, exactly, Diggly. You know, I actually do go to the corgi races. The next one's in May. I'm really excited. They're my favorite. But yeah, like I said, I don't really know per se. Like, it's like I have a very skewed perspective because I have a job, and I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. I feel like a lot of the stuff you hear online and social media is just like, I don't know, doom content regarding programming jobs. Because I think it's fine, but that's coming from someone who's employed, so I don't know. You will not tolerate any VS Code slander. I agree, low-key. No slander. Networking is so key. I agree. Yeah, networking is really key. Being a good dev is not enough to score a job. I agree, low-key. I think that's the main problem, because there's a lot of really talented developers out there. There's absolutely no doubting that. I just think that a lot of people are not utilizing their entire potential by not networking. Like I said, I'm going to Denver here in a couple weeks to a cryptocurrency, and it's, yeah, we're going for work, but like it's also mostly for networking. You know what I mean? Like, I really try to meet new people and get out there and I think, you know, your personality and a lot of that gets you pretty far. Okay, hold up. I see the error of my ways, guy. Maybe instead of skewing, we go back to translate, right? Let's go back to translate and see if this gives us better of what we want. Because skew, yeah. Oh no, I don't think that's gonna work either. Hold up, maybe skew was the correct answer. Here, let's see. Well, see, this is actually giving me closer to what I want, but it's still wrong. Oh, we're so close. Let me try D-pad common. That's not it. So it's actually moving the way that I want it to now. Kind of. Let me just hold on. Let's look more into transform skew and see what I'm doing wrong. I'm definitely doing something wrong. There's no denying I am doing something wrong. Let's just figure out what I'm doing wrong. In Europe, it's totally different than the US. In Europe, we don't see it hard to find jobs like people in the USA, so I thought maybe it's just different, but yeah, networking is like #1. I agree, yeah, networking is just everything. It is who you know, exactly, Digley. For example, how to use, yeah, let me check this out, Ezio. Oh, yeah, you know, you've showed me this insane CSS art piece that you've created before, Ezio. It is madness what you've created there. Especially if I have no experience networking. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I feel like once you get experience, getting a job is a lot easier. Now, is it the job you want is gonna be the question. You know, I think this is what it is, guys. I need to, yeah, I need to have another one in there. I think just having, yeah, just skew 2px. They're like, what the hell do you want, woman? Let's try this. 2 degrees. Oh, it's so close. Okay, not exactly what I want, but we're getting the tilt a little bit, right? Yeah, because we want it to tilt like how it does here as you press the D-pad. It's still doing some funny things, but we're getting a lot closer. Okay. I just gotta figure out how it's not gonna make all my stuff disappear now. Yeah, let's do a -1 degree. Ah, closer. Like I said, it's getting closer. Still not exactly what I want, but a lot closer. It's gonna take me forever to work around with this. See here. EU is super chill, but pay is a lot lower. That's what I hear, because like my cousin, I guess my whole family's German, right? I live in America, but they live all in Germany. And my cousin's also in the industry, and he makes a fraction of what me and my brother do here in America. And like, I feel like he's way more talented than me. So it's kind of sad. So yeah, I feel like the pay, especially in Germany, that's the only place I can talk about, is a lot lower than it is here in America. And it's relative to cost of living. True. Unless you work in a FANG company and have a major role. Oh, is that how it's in Europe? I mean, it's kind of the same here too. If you work in FANG, you're gonna make a lot of money. Get paid a lot more, less, at least FANG. Startups can pay pretty well too. Making 100K in the US is like, true. Yeah, that's what I've heard outplayed. 100K isn't the salary of devs over there, right? In America, yeah. Yeah, 100K is about average for most devs in America. In US, you don't tax as much. Exactly. Exactly. The taxes are much lower. At least that's what I know. Like in Germany, my cousins pay a lot more in taxes. But for obvious reasons, as you guys know, like for insurances and stuff like that. And also Germany's got a lot of weird taxes on a lot of weird things. But cost of living, I feel like in America, I don't know if it's too different than Germany. No, some of them do, Robert. Yeah, for sure. But I feel like 100K would be the average. Um, I've seen devs make up to a quarter million. Yeah, I've seen that, Robert, for sure. But those are definitely like FANG company and senior positions, not for like a junior role. Depends on the country. Okay, outplayed. Yeah, a lot of it's based off what I hear. Hey, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. I'm not even gonna try to say your name. Arca. I'll go with that unless you want to tell me how to say it. I see. God, we're so close, guys. Okay, I feel like these SKUs should. Hold on, let me look at this again. What does a 0 SKU look like? It's not really what I want either. Oh, it's like so it's so close yet so far away. Like I want it. I don't want the arrows to go away. The thing is, like, I hate that it's messing with. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Like, so I don't want my arrows to go away when I press down on it. That's the only thing I'm kind of stuck on now. I'm gonna have to mess around with this a lot. Hey, Neoshi, how are you? Welcome in. I'm struggling here a little bit, but we're getting somewhere, slowly but surely. So I don't know why. I gotta figure out why my arrows are disappearing, because I think it's because I'm the box shadows. The box shadows being messed with. Like, for example, right, if I put D-pad common again, I wonder if it will get rid of my arrow again. Let's see. Yeah, it still gets rid of my... So I definitely want to keep it with the arrow, because that's how I know I'm going to be able to isolate each one of these with the arrow. I just gotta figure out how I'm going to keep the arrow. Oh, I'm so close. I'm gonna figure this out, guys, I promise. I just gotta figure out how. Here, I'm gonna borrow this real quick, because I do kind of want it to... I don't want it to move up. I do want it to kind of, like, skew. Obviously not to this extremity. Let's make it like a 3 degrees and a 2 degrees, right? And no, it's still not exactly how it's working. It's not what I want either. I want it to... Can I stack? I don't know. Oh, you're German? That's right, Robert. You are German, aren't you? Hi, Orion. How are you? Welcome in. I am half German, half American. My mom is German and my dad is American. And I lived in Germany till I was 12. I've lived in America since. You're in the Netherlands? Oh, cool. There are a lot of mid-level roles that pay close to 80K in Europe. That's the thing, like, I haven't been to Europe since I was 12, and obviously I didn't have a job there. So I don't really know if 80K is good or not. Like, I don't know. I don't know if that's good in Germany or not. You guys tell me. Robert, you live in Germany right now. You tell me, is 80K good in Germany? Is that enough to pay your bills? Flip path may also work. For the buttons? You think that might work? Of course it is it? 80K is pretty good? I mean, 80K sounds pretty good no matter what country you're in, right? The Game Boy's looking good. Thank you, Power of the Sun. I appreciate it. I'm just stuck trying to get this D-pad to move the way I want. Like, the buttons we got spot on. They look good. The D-pad is being a pain in the butt. It's very annoying. Like, I thought I wanted skew, but now the more I think about it, the less I think I want skew. And also the box shadow really needs to be more outlined around the entire thing. Because the more I look at it, like, it's just not intense enough. Like, the buttons, yeah, you only really see them a little bit. But you don't really see them like how you see it around the D-pad. The D-pad is far more of like a gap, so I need to adjust that. The highest level job, you'll get 120K here in Germany. It's very high level doctors aren't. Oh, okay. Yeah, most of my family in Germany, like I said, I have some that work in tech, but the rest, they're like electricians, and like one of my uncles works for Mercedes. He does like the cosmetic stuff, for like, I don't know the exact details, obviously, and a couple other my cousins, I think they work in like telemarketing or something like that, communications. So they're all like, you know, normal middle class for the most part. I'm a full-time front-end dev. Yes, I am. Thank you for asking. My GitHub and everything, I think I still have the command. Let's see here. Yeah, you can check out my stuff there. You want to move to Austria? Why do you want to move to Austria? I've never been to Austria. 30 to 40K? Yeah, that sounds a little low. Cost of living is crazy. That's what I hear. Switzerland's most expensive. I bet. Switzerland's really pretty. Okay, let me go ahead and change this real quick before I forget. So I want the D-pad shadow to be more all around, right? So instead of a 0, let's put 1 there. Let me try adjusting this a little bit. Is that too much? Also, I think this will move it up, right? No, that makes it more of a, I want to keep that to a 1, I think. Okay, what if instead I give these all 0s, right? Well, that, I think I'll center it more. No. It's not at all what I want. One day I will actually memorize each thing in the box shadow. It's not exactly anything that I want here. Yeah, Nia? Let me see if I can mess around with it some more. Because box shadow is always super annoying to me. Here we go. Thank you. Yeah, I want something like in the center, right? I want it in the center. And I want the spread to be further. This is what I want. Thank you, Neo. You saved me so much time. This is what I want. Exactly. Yeah, you just saved me like 40 hours of messing around with this. I knew they had to be 0s. I knew I wasn't tripping. This is what I want. Perfect. Thank you, Neo. You're a rock star. Yeah, I don't use them enough to remember either. It's like, I use them for things like this, and then I don't use them for months, and I'm like, oh, damn it, what was it again? Just mountains and goats and trees? Are you talking about Switzerland? So Switzerland, all the photos are really pretty. I remember driving through it when I was like young, but I don't remember much of it. I was like really little. Okay, now that we have that corrected, we gotta fix the stupid thing here. Okay, so we're not doing skew. We are gonna translate Y, and I want to have it moved up 1 px, right? That's what I want. Get out of here. No. The box shadow needs to be adjusted. So we want to move the box shadow, like, down where essentially, right? Here. Can I select you again, please? Alright, maybe I need to select it again. Hold up. So when I select this guy, I want the box shadow. Oh god, not to do that. I want it to. Okay. What I essentially want is I want. See if I can do this right. No, it's gonna be this guy. Is it though? Or is it gonna be a positive one? Hey, monkey. My cat's here, guys. He's here to say hello. That's not right either. Come here, honey. Come here, honey. Come here. Can you guys see him? Oh, the blanket's in the way. What, monkey? Come here, monkey. Make biscuits. Did you just wake up from your nap? Come here. Come here, sleepy kitty. Come on. Honey. He's not listening. Monkey is cat. Well, his name's actually Honey, but he has many nicknames. Come here, honey. You've been captured. Let me roll back. Yeah, he's not a monkey. Oh, thank you, sorta okay. Welcome, man. He just woke up from his nap. He's super grumpy because we had a Super Bowl party yesterday. And there was a lot of commotion and a lot of people were in his space and he didn't like that at all. And then this morning, someone ate the leftover cookies. So I don't know if he's feeling good or not. Yeah, this is Honey. He, I call him Monkey sometimes because he likes to climb. And sometimes I call him Bear. I call him every animal that he's not. He's a little bit of an introvert. Sometimes he's an extrovert. Or extrovert. It just matters on his feelings. Except he's very grumpy today, to say the least. He does have hyperthyroidism. So that's why the channel is dedicated to him. Because he has to be on medicine and I'm saving money to do a pretty expensive procedure. But yeah, he's my little bear. You see he's flicking his tail. He is just so moody today. Alright, you're my little moody kitty. Was there ads by Elon Musk? I was told via TikTok Elon Musk wanted to expose the government or so. What? I have no idea, Robert. I don't follow any of the news, so I'm out of the loop on all of that. I have no idea. Oh, your friend lives in Thailand during the winter? That is life. I want to go to Thailand so bad. It looks so beautiful there, and the weather's nice and warm. Alright, I guess he's just gonna sit in my lap now for a minute while we try to figure out how we're gonna adjust the skew. So, we'll just have him sit right here. I was thinking about setting up a honey cam. What do you guys think about that? Because I have an extra kind of crappy webcam, and I was like, oh, maybe I can go ahead and set up a honey cam, and when he comes and sits in my lap, we'll turn it on. Yeah, that's what I hear outplayed. I'm just like watching all the funny memes. The dude is a character. Like the one gif where like he's moving his head around like this. Like it's like, what is he doing? I don't know, but like I don't follow politics. I think it's all quite silly. So like I just kind of keep my, you know, my stuff in other realms. Loser button, hey, welcome in. You are on a 2-month streak. Thank you. There's a honey bear. You came just in time. How are you today? What's new? Alright, we are going to figure out how this box shadow is going to work the way I want it. What was that, honey? So... see, it's not really what I want, because it's like offsetting it all to the side. That's not what I want. So what happens if I do this? Not what I want either. Why is this so annoying? I just want it to be like below, you know? Like... like, I want it all to shift down. I don't know if that's gonna make any sense or not. I'm gonna make these small so I can look up here too. What'd you guys fall for? Yeah, you are always late to the party, user button. Better late than never though, right? Take the wins you can. I'm glad you're here. Thank you though for coming in. So you came just in time for the honey bear. Alright, so I'm going to, let's say here, we move this to a 2 again, right? It's not... I don't know why I can't figure out box shadows to save my life. Like, I finally understood how to get it the way I want it, and now I'm like trying to do this, and it's just like ruining my life. Oh my god, guys, this is gonna have to be a to-do at a later time. Because like I'm so close, but so far away. Come on, monkey. You know, like, so Ezio gives me this example, right? Which, whoa, whoa, whoa. Almost shook himself off the bed. Or off the couch. Oh my god. So like I said, this is... obviously this right here means nothing, right? It's not doing anything because that's not proper. You were about to sleep? Gotta earn those points. Yeah, earn the points while you sleep. That's smart. How far away are you anyway? You should be getting pretty close. You're old man grumpy, huh? I think... hey, no bite. No bite. No bite. No bite. He likes to munch on my arm, as you guys can see. I don't know why. I'm getting really bright. It's getting really dark in here. Hold up. Let me turn it down so I don't look like an ethereal being over here. There we go. Honey, you can't bite me while we're streaming. You're gonna make me look bad in front of everyone. Can I? No? Alright, honey. Good. He wants to bite me. We gotta stop this. So... what we're gonna do... Hey, thank you, DevSec. Welcome in. How are you? So this definitely needs to be a 2, right? So this does nothing now because it's a 2. Not exactly what I want, but getting a little closer. Mm-mm. Okay, so this is closer. Still not quite, but closer, right? Now let's go and give this a try. Here. And you can be gone. We'll go and comment this back out. So if I do this, kind of, right? This is not exactly what I want, but it's getting a little closer. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Hey, Game Boy Color with CSS is nice. I'm happy. That's good. It's good. So we're figuring out how to do this. Right. So let me uncomment all this out. Let's get rid of all these transforms because they're not doing anything. They're not. Oh my God, it's just making a mess here. There we go. Yeah, so if I adjust these, I think they all need to stay at 2 for now. It's just gonna be a lot of me like messing around with it until it's right. Yeah, so like this is still wonky, right? But it's getting closer to the kind of idea that I'm going for. He hasn't left you, he's always with you, user button. What are you talking about? He was in chat earlier, you missed him. He must be asleep now. You guys just are always missing each other. So this is not exactly right, but this is kind of what I'm going for, right? You see how each one does like a little bit of a difference? It's still not right, but it's getting closer. I'm just gonna have to mess around with these until it makes sense. So close though. Like painfully almost close. Let's see if I can mess around with it in here. This can be made a little larger. So we've got this guy, right? And we want it so when it's active, yeah, it's only it's not really showing like the active ones in here, which is kind of a pain in the butt. God, we're so close though. So I guess I could keep trying to mess with the box shadow here, but it's not really giving me what I want. Yeah. And the inset's not really what I need either. I definitely need to like... The problem with box shadow is like, it's just... So like a 3 offset, right? Okay, so we would want this to be a 3, essentially. I think. No, because see, it messes all the other ones up. Like I want this yes lower, but I don't want these all crazy. What would it look like if I made that a 3? Probably, oh yeah, janky as all hell. Now we gotta figure out what we gotta do for the next one. That's the issue. If you click the .hub thing above the dev tools, oh my god, why am I like this? Thank you so much. See, where is it? One day I'll learn how to properly use dev tools, Neo. Yes. Let's see, where's the .hub? Should be probably in here, right? I guess not. Oh, here it is. Thank God. Thank you. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to mess with. But where does it show the actual thingy? Still. Yeah, I want to get it to where we still want this to be like even, right? The Y offset, we still want it to be even. We don't want it to be all like messed up. Why does it have to be so complicated? Why does it have to be so difficult, guys? The top CSS, thank you, Neo. I appreciate it. Like I said, you're being a lifesaver right now. So yeah, none of these are exactly what I'm looking for. Which is so annoying. Like, I just want it to lower and the middle part still being the same. So why does it have to be so absurd? I'm just putting random numbers in now, guys. Bear with me so I can see if I can get it anywhere close to what I want it to be. See, like, I want it... Oh, it's so close. So, like, how this bottom part is, kind of, but... No, not exactly. Explaining what I want, I'm not doing very well. So like I kind of want just like this bottom part and this be hidden up here. Like you would think like, okay, let's see, like if I do the reverse, right? But I don't want all this, madness here. Here. Refresh. This is like a massive headache for me right now. So yeah, I want it just to lift. I don't want it to go to the side too. Yeah. Kind of similar. So this is something I'm just gonna have to mess around with like a lot until I figure out exactly what I want. I am gonna have to bring back the translate though, because I do want this to like, because I just have to think about this more. I know I keep saying that. See if I do that, it messes everything up. So I think what I need to do is a box shadow. I'll just worry about the box shadow on these, and then I'll add a separate one that moves the comment, right, when it gets clicked. So let's say it's something like this, but instead, right? Keypad common. And then it would be the transform. Translate Y. I think this is right. Right? No. It's not. It's not right. Okay, what if I just do... Hey, Bad Nintendo. How are you? Welcome in. Please don't sue me. I know I'm making a Nintendo product, but this is Nintendo. It's different. Same, but different. Why do studio classes have to be such a pain in the butt? I will get better at them. Hey, Packmaster. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in. How are you? I'm just here struggling. Just a little bit. Okay, let's say, okay, we'll come back to this, right? Alright, screw you. I'll deal with you later. You're a problem for another day. Can I blind code? That would give viewers. Am I not essentially blind coding right now? Use a button? They will likely do it, not me. Yeah, just don't tell them. It's our secret. So at this point, I might as well be blind coding. Because this is a mess. Also, I wonder if I could do this to get the highlights that I want. Maybe. Maybe. Let's see. Just out of curiosity. Just out of curiosity. Let's see here. Ooh, it kind of does give... Oh my god. Hold up. Hold up. I'm onto something. Yeah, no. I want it to... Now, I wish I would do that on the... Hold up. Sorry, guys. I'm thinking. Right. The threes are too extreme. The threes are wrong. You'll comment out for now. So close, so close. Asomorphica, hey, I know it's been a long time. I was MIA for a few months, but I'm back. I'm doing weekly streams now on Mondays. It's the only time I can really squeeze into my schedule right now. So yeah, Monday afternoons you can find me struggling with some CSS. I'm trying to become a CSS master. A Troy modder? Okay, yeah, definitely. I haven't heard of him yet. I'll definitely send the raid to him when I'm done. Thank you. How have you been though? Long time no talk. Oh my god, imagine the little Google dinosaur game on the Game Boy when the internet is gone. What Google dinosaur game? What are you talking about? Oh no, I know which one you're talking about. You showed me. Troy is crazy good? Oh man, I'm gonna look so bad in comparison. Just kidding. I look bad regardless. No, that's awesome. I'm always looking for new coders to watch. He used to be part of 7 TV. Oh, really? Cool. Well, I'm glad you guys are introducing me to him. Thank you, Zillam, for the follow, by the way. I really appreciate it. Yeah, definitely, like I said, open to meeting new people. So don't let me forget when we raid. Here, I'll go ahead and just put it in my chat and get it ready. So that way when we do get there. I think I did that right. Guys, I'm so close to figuring this out. I mean, like I said, it's still wrong. But it's a lot closer. Like the box shadow, I'm gonna have to figure that. I mean, not the box shadow, the yeah, we can get rid of the first one because I don't need this one. I need just the inset. And I want it to be the same as my buttons. Let me go grab that. This right here. It's on the wrong side. It needs to be on the other side. Yeah, we want you to be like, yeah, like on this side, but not so extreme. Oh God, I had it. I missed it. Okay, there we go. So kind of like that, but not so extreme, right? Maybe like a 1 blur? No. Maybe the spread needs to be smaller or larger? No. I mean, that's what they have. I don't know why mine's is so god-awful here. Let's mess with it a little bit here. Yeah, I just don't know why it's so ugly. Here, let's make this like a little smaller maybe. It's not really what I want. It's not right. Right? It's not right. Oh God. What did I do? Here, I think the other one I have better. Let's see. Why are all my insets different? Let's go and take this one. Because this will actually match better. Yeah, this is just god-awful. I don't know why it looks so much better here, but so bad on my other one. Alright, I guess I'll figure this out later because it looks like trash. Or maybe if I just make it smaller? I'm not feeling it, guys. Oh God, I'm doing it on the wrong one. I was supposed to say I don't see any difference. Yeah, because you're messing everything up. We probably should keep it as the same color though. This color is probably more accurate because it looks good there. Yeah, I like that color more. Let's go ahead and put that color in all the places where this is. So let's look for this and replace it with this. Get rid of the extra one, please. Alright, I know. I think, yeah. Did I mess one up? No, it seems to be fine. Seems to be fine. Here we go. Yeah, I know I messed one up. Hey, Nan, thanks for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. How is everyone doing? Hey, Joe. How are you? I'm doing good, thank you. I'm struggling a little bit, but learning, so I'm happy. Hello, hello. How is everyone? Welcome in. Yeah, Nan is awesome. Everyone coming in from Nan's stream. I'm Zinka. I'm working on making a Game Boy Color in purely CSS. Right now, I'm working on getting the active buttons. Oh God, I messed these up. Hold up. But I'm working on fixing these. I gotta fix these real quick. I somehow ruined them. There we go. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. I don't have an Instagram. I don't really do like Instagram or Twitter or any of that stuff. I have a Discord and I have a Pinterest. And that's about it. Thanks for the follow, J-Rad. I appreciate it. I don't know. I found that I was wasting too much time on them when I was in boot camp, so I just deleted all them and never went back. Thank you, Nan. Yeah, go get some sleep. You always stream so long. Yeah, the Discord's kind of dead. We need to bring it to life. Programmers, go in there and post your code stuff, please. I need some people in there posting code stuff. No JS Game Boy? So far that's the plan. I'm gonna try to see how far I can get with just doing like CSS framework, or not frameworks, animations and keyframes. That's the plan. But if I have to use JS to do some of the things I want it to do, then I'll try to use a very tiny amount. Hide your front end. But yeah, the plan is to do as little anything that's not CSS. I wanna push my CSS skills. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got one right here. The one that's being modeled off of. This was my Game Boy Color growing up as a kid. So it's very important to me. Yeah, that's why it's that color. It's modeled off the one I own. Thank you for the follows, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys are so nice. Make it entirely in JS. Yeah, I know, Metrics. I want to get better at my JS for sure, because my JS is trash. So eventually I do want to do a full project in just JS, but that's not today. The last thing I was working on with Dawn was a lot of JS, and granted it was almost a year ago, but I was really struggling through it. I'm a little bit better now. But I guess my next project I work on will really be the test. JS, because TS is trash script. I only use like TypeScript for work, but in my own projects, I've never used TypeScript on my own projects. 3JS, yeah, I'm working on learning 3JS right now. Metrics, I'm in the chapter that introduces Blender. I've been stuck there for a while because I've been so busy with work and everything. Hey, honey. My cat's back. Come here. Come here, honey. Come on. So yeah, 3JS I want to get better at for sure because it looks so cool. They use it a lot at work, but I'm not in that department. You just started. I mean, TypeScript is good. Is it Drio? It's good for like work because every job I've ever had uses TypeScript. A lot of like projects, you know, that have groups, they do TypeScript. So it's something worth learning. Yeah, that's exactly it, Metrics. Yeah, for solo dev, it's kind of a waste of time. It's good for groups though, because it will avoid like type errors, obviously, down the line. TS gives me a headache. You favorite TS? Yeah, some people really like it. Skill issue. TS fight in the chat. Everyone, battle it out. TS versus JS. Oh, sweetheart, I think I can do a poll. Darren, can you do a poll? Let's do a poll. Hold up. Let me save what I have here so I don't lose it. Ignore my work notes. Thank you for the follows, guys. I appreciate it so much. You guys are so nice. I'm just gonna post this here and start a poll. Alright. So, JS or TS? TS, JS, and we're gonna go ahead and start that poll. You guys tell me. Imagine using TDD to offload the cognitive load like a new developer. Okay. I'm already gonna get myself in trouble. You guys just vote in the poll. It's okay, Darren, I got it. It's TS. We all use assembly, much more readable. Oh my goodness. Well, welcome in, everyone. I really appreciate everyone coming in and saying hello. I'm gonna try my hardest to get this finished up a little bit. I think it still looks pretty bad, so I'm trying to fix this up to make it, because the circle's perfect. I could just get the D-pad. That's something too. I feel like I lost my border radius along the way, right? How did I manage that? Yeah, let me go, hold up. Did I lose it? Because it looks like it's gone now. All right. Let me open all these up and take a look at what I messed up, because I definitely messed something up along the way. Oh, you know, border radius is still there. It's just something is not, is it the box shadow is not translating? Something doesn't look right. Oh my god, it's a half and half. So much for the poll. It made no difference. Oh my god. Well, I tried, guys. I was gonna see which wins in the end. Let's see here. You guys talking about all your different ones here, so. Best programming language. We got JS, TS, Python, Ruby. Oh wait, I don't have that many places. Okay, so we'll just put JS, Python, Ruby, C, and I don't know, let's do Go. There you go. Oh, C++, I'm sorry. I only could put 5 options. I put C#. I should have just put C to like mix them all together. TS is front end for JS, so hard to argue what's best. Yeah. So I use what my job asks me to use. That's the rule. Henry Honey Bunny. We use what our job says to use. I try to do a lot of vanilla when I do my own personal projects though. Or devs who can't or don't want to remember. Yeah. Vue? I know nothing about Vue. That is over my head there. Okay, I gotta make this bigger so I can see. Do you guys, am I tripping? It looks like I'm losing some of my box, like the radius with all this stuff here. Yeah. Maybe I just need to make the radius a little higher. That's too much. Okay, maybe instead of a percent, right? I think the percent is what's throwing me out here. Let's do like a 10px. It should round. Oh god, that's awful. It's awful. Take it back. Here, make it a little. Oh god, zoom this back up. Zoom this out. That's better. And that way I shouldn't adjust or it shouldn't mess up all the other stuff once I get in there. React and React is trash. I mean, I don't mind React, but I understand why people don't like React. That's totally understandable. Every job I always get always wants React, so I just kind of got stuck in React. Yes, metrics is the sensei dev for sure. 100% learn React if you want to be hired. Yeah, like I said, that's the same thing with metrics. Like everywhere I keep getting hired, they use React. React or Next, yeah. Your VB code allowed me to retire. Oh man, that's nice. Just get full stack and do everything poorly. That was my first job, Cable. I got hired as full stack and I was not nearly experienced enough for that. And I just flopped. It was so bad. And that it kind of made me hate back-end development. We nerds have to stick together. That's right, Marcus Aurelius. Welcome in, how are you? Yeah, no, it definitely, like I said, I feel like I probably wouldn't despise back-end as much as I do if I didn't take up that full stack development job as my first job. Oh, the boot camp is what made me hate DevOps. Like, they threw us in there so quickly with like not nearly enough like time to really grasp it, and I still this day don't understand DevOps, and I was so jaded from the courses in my boot camp that I have like no drive to learn DevOps at all. Maybe one day, but not anytime soon. Side end, yeah, my side end code is the best. I like that cable gunner. Yeah, I've taken a few graphic design courses, metrics. I definitely need to get better at that. I've been doubling down a lot of like on animations and obviously CSS. I'm trying to really get good at those things and make that like my niche, you know, but I don't know. Maybe I spend too much time watching Kevin Powell. Was I doing Python backend? No, I was doing JavaScript, Node.js, stuff like that. I made a little choose your own adventure game in Python that I want to make it real nice one day. It has a bunch of ASCII art. It's really cool. At least I think it's really cool. It's probably pretty lame to everyone else. Yeah, my first job was use Tailwind, and I'm not really a fan of Tailwind. There's just too much crap inline, you know? Like, I don't know. It's useful though, I guess. Your first language is yeah, same, Red. I mean, I wasn't 7, I was in high school, but HTML and CSS were my introduction to programming with MySpace and all that stuff. And I think that's why I like it so much, because it's nostalgic, and it's just like my bread and butter. Okay, Isomorphica, thanks for swinging by. I will raid him. I have him in the notes. I promise I will not let you down. Yes, Nan is here. She's the one who dropped this lovely raid. Nan is a friend of the channel. She's a VIP. Well, she should be a VIP. I don't know why I haven't made her a VIP yet. There we go. Now she's a VIP. You know, she's awesome. For sure. Okay, we got this right. Now, I wonder if I do it on here, I know it's gonna do it across the bar, and that's gonna make me really upset. So what I'm gonna have to do, oh, it's gonna be a pain to figure out how I'm gonna do this. I could try thank you for the follows, guys. I really appreciate it. I think what I really need to do is like, maybe just, I don't know, like, so if I do I know it's just gonna do it across the whole bar, which is gonna be a problem. Should this be a problem for another day? Alright, so what I'm gonna do, we'll do something like this, right? Let's see if I can hack it. Okay. That didn't do it at all. That's great. It changed something though. No, it didn't. Why? Okay. That's interesting. And that's very interesting. Why? Yeah, vertical's only on this guy. So it should just be this one. It shouldn't be this one. This is gonna be exciting and fun. Z-index it? We could try that. Oh no. That's not at all what I want. So, this is an issue. We gotta figure out why it's an issue. Hold up. I need a plus VIP metrics. She spells her name and metrics, obviously. Wait, what? So you can spam all the bad stuff? You sound like Trouble Metrics. You could try to inspect it and yeah, and then add it in the code when it's done. I'm gonna have to because it's not working the way that I want it to. Like, it's in here fine, but this one's not. I'm a little confused as to why it's in this one but not this one. So this is pretty much overriding. Is that what it's doing? Yeah, so it's one or the other, essentially. They're overriding each other. I'm not, I mean, is it because common and vertical are both, I bet that's what it is. It's calling this one only instead of this one. Because it has to be. They're overriding each other. Alien friend, hey. A lot of people make good money porting legacy VB code. Is that so? I'll have to go look into that sometime because I've never even thought about that, importing legacy VB code. Welcome in. How are you? How are you? Welcome in. Why is one overriding the other? Well, I mean, it's cascading. Maybe... No, they're still overriding. What I thought was going to be a simple fix was not a simple fix. What, honey bear? Hmm? He's being such a little attention hog right now. Why is one overriding the other? I want to select this guy. What if I just select him with nothing else, right? So this is the problem I was saying. It's going all the way across, which is not what I want. See, that's not what I want. And the highlight is also busted. It's not working the way I want it to work. I gotta figure out how to do this. So let's say, hold up. So if I put the highlight, no, because if I make this as the index, then it's just gonna have the same issue. This is where I'm stuck. I gotta figure out how to get it just right here and right here, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Just right here and right here. Not entirely sure. What if I do? No, because if I isolate it with that, it's still probably not gonna do it right. Launched your first SaaS and then make 8K a month. Dang! Congratulations! Very niche. I need a product or service to sell to a bigger market and scale up. That sounds awesome. You're welcome to drop it in the chat if you want. You want to share it with people? Honey does deserve the attention. He deserves all the attention. He likes attention. Did you transition out of a normal dev job to do that? Are you talking, Nia, are you talking to... I think it's Rio, right? Or are you talking to me? I have got to figure this out. So, how am I going to isolate just this? I mean, you know what I could do? I could just create another span. I could always do that. Or what if I select this span, right? What happens? I don't want the up arrow, I want the left arrow. What if I do this? Of course not. Yeah, no, that would be too easy. Yeah, because this is just the arrow itself. It's not gonna like that. It's like, what are you trying to do, woman? It's fair enough. I'm like halfway there. I just gotta figure out how to get the edges without it being in the middle. Hey Marinino, welcome in. How was your weekend? Honey is here, as you can see. He's here to hang out. He's just chilling like a villain. How are you, Marinino? You never got a job, so you that's smart. You know, I know a lot of people like that, Drio, where they are in the job market for a long period of time and they just can't quite find a job, so they create something really cool and make a lot of money themselves. I mean, like every job I've had, I worked for a startup and it was just a developer who was doing their own thing. So, I mean, like it's definitely an option out there. You know, a lot more people should do it. I don't know, guys. I think I'm what I'm gonna do. Okay, highlight for horizontal bar, because we got the vertical bar. That one's figured out. It looks decent enough. Now, hold up. Why is my box shadow gone now? When did that happen? Did that happen when I did this? Yes, it did. Okay. Honey, Mom is just making one problem after another for herself here. So the box shadow, I got it perfectly the way I want it. The highlight is the problem. And also the other problem is getting this to work properly, because it looks horrible. I just want it to do right. And it's not. I guess I was so close to getting it figured out. So close. I'm gonna make a to-do here. Get this right. I'll just keep it like that. Your laptop audio died this weekend, so it's harder there in playing sound, and there's no sound that comes out the speaker. Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. How did you manage to break? Honey, stop biting. Look, he likes to bite me. Why do you like to bite me? Why do you like to bite me? Don't give me that cute look now. Yeah. How did you manage to break your, they just died, Marinina, or did you do something to break them? The tools nowadays make it crazy easy. Oh yeah, offer an MVP in a month. Thank you. Honey's the mascot for the channel. The entire channel is dedicated to him because he has hyperthyroidism. So even though he eats and eats and eats, he keeps losing weight. And I got him on medication now. But eventually I'm gonna give him this procedure that they offer at Texas A&M, where he's gonna like swallow a radioactive pill, and it should kill the hyperactive part of his thyroid that's making his metabolism so high. So that way he can eat like a normal cat and put on weight like a normal cat. Because he's just hungry all the time, even with the medication. His weight is finally up a little bit. He's not like severely underweight anymore. So I'm happy about that at least. You were trying to watch a TV show in browser. Eventually it idled and went to sleep and the screen went black. And I didn't improperly force power. Oh no. There's nothing you can do in like the BIOS or anything. Like you boot it up and reset anything. Oh, that's so horrible. I'm so sorry, Marinino. That sucks. I hate to hear that. I'm trying to think what else I could possibly do to get this D-pad to do what I want it to do. Because right now, I'm just like at his... I think what I'm going to do, guys, the last thing I'm going to do today is that we're going to worry about this D-pad at a later time, right? Let's just go ahead and add the power button. We're not going to... Thank you for the follow. The more crazy. Thank you. We're not going to make the power button do anything yet. We're just going to add it. We're just going to put it right here. And then we're going to make it where we can click it on and off. So I guess it should be an input, huh? That makes sense. Yeah, let's make it an input. It's a dope project. You love retro gaming and nostalgia. Thank you. I do too. Reminds me of my childhood. So like, we're doing a Game Boy now, and I'm gonna see how far I can take it. Miss Pixie's doing a Tamagotchi, which someone else said I should do as well. That's pretty cool. But we'll see. Another person said a PSP. We'll see what we do in the end. Yeah, I know you'll fix it, Marinino. You're smart. You're good at stuff like that. A certified technician. Yeah. I know you can do it, Marinino. You're definitely gonna figure it out. So, okay, so we're ready. We got left ridges and right ridges, right? So I'm gonna put this after the right ridges. This is gonna be the power button. Power button. No, and like I said, we're not making this a div. We're making this an input, right? Because I'm gonna have to check it and uncheck it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if I'm thinking about it properly, it's gonna have to be an input. Now let's go up here. Go past all the ridges. Power button. Alright, and this will be let's give it okay, so it's gonna need like a position not relative, absolute. It's gonna be a right of 0%, and then like a top, I don't know, it's like a 20%. We'll see exactly where that's at in a minute. Hey Pixie, the pen is looking amazing, thank you. All hail honey. Look at that face, that's just for you, Pixie. How are you doing? How was your weekend? User friendly, get a CS degree from your local community college. Oh, you're talking to someone else. I was like, wait a minute. Hello, before you end the stream, any tips on places I can learn to code? It's always been a dream of mine to get into game development, but now, okay, so more crazy. You don't have to go to a college if you don't want to, because I know it's quite pricey. I mean, obviously college is preferred, but this site, Zenva, right here, it's pretty good for learning game dev if you're interested. One of my instructors, he recommended it, and I checked it out. It's pretty cool. So if you want to check out game dev, I recommend at least looking at that site before you do anything else. Honey is a happy boy, Pixie. He's the happiest boy. He's been a little moody because we had a party yesterday and he was not happy about all these people being here. Hey, thanks for the follow, Way. Welcome in. Way Isolate, how are you? Yeah, Free Code Camp and Scrimba are both really good for learning to code as well. Drio's right there. There's a lot of sites out there nowadays. It's pretty amazing, like all the different options we have. This needs to be a -5, I think. Yeah, but it's still not entirely right. Yeah, see, this is not right. This is not right. There, crisis averted. Not a -5, that's way too much. That could work. I feel like it's still a little too high. Yeah, let's lower it just a little bit. Let's like make it a 25 maybe. That's too low. 22. That's good for now. And now, like I said, we're gonna have this check on and off. I feel like 1 is probably enough. Let's see here. 1.5. Yeah, that's enough. Thank you, Seafilms. Community college degrees now cost like tens of thousands of dollars. Unfortunately, yeah, like there are like college in general is really expensive. It's the main reason why I dropped out, because it was just so much money and I was paying out of pocket and I wasn't getting approved for a Pell Grant. And I just didn't want to go into massive debt because I mean, I was just scared at that time. I was in my early 20s. So like, yeah, college is definitely an option. It will open a lot of doors for you, but if you're nervous about going into that much debt, you could just start learning to code on your own and see if you even like it, you know? Oh no, C films, I'm sorry. But yeah, like, you know, just like mess around and see if you even like it. Because that would also be a shame if you spent all this money on school and then you don't even like it. That would be horrible, right? Okay, let's get the same color I have here for these buttons and stuff. And I want that to be the background color for this too. Ah, God, I forgot how horrible inputs are in styling them. Okay. Why is the border so ugly? Can I change the border? I mean, I say, can I? Of course I can. Okay, here's the border. It's horrible. Border. We're gonna make it, we'll just make it a 1px solid translucent. That should fix it. Or transparent. Yeah, that fixed it. And let's give it a little bit of a radius because I don't feel like it. Hold up. Okay, so the way this button looks obviously is very different than the way this button looks, right? Yeah, this is all CSS Peak and Flow. Oh, and October Honey. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm trying to see how far I can make it all CSS before I need to implement some JS in there. Let's see here. Oh, I was about to say I got rated again, didn't I? Hey, I didn't hear it. Inana Madro Duro? I'm sorry. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you? Hello, everyone coming in. Yeah, I didn't even get the alert. Darren, did it do the alert? But welcome in, everyone. How are you? I'm Zinka. I am programming a CSS Game Boy Color all in just CSS. So that's the challenge. I want to show you how much I can get done in just that without doing any JavaScript. The best PHP developer in the world? That's impressive. I'll have to give you a follow. I think you're the only raid I got today that I don't follow yet, so definitely gonna give you one. Thank you so much. Bax. Well, welcome in, everyone. Good enough to survive, at least. CSS is definitely my favorite, but it's not all I do. Okay, Mackenzie. My last project was vanilla JavaScript. The one before that was Next.js. I've done like a React project before. Pretty much anything front end, I'm gonna go ahead and be messing around with because that's what I'm comfortable with. But CSS is definitely my favorite, so it's what I like to mess with the most. It just got me because I have all kinds of good game ideas, but never know how to get it going. Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely check that out, Omar, because I think you're gonna like it a lot. It's a downside of Gov support for studies. You like databases, C-frames? I like databases too. So I love Squeal. Squeal's one of my favorites. I didn't get a sound. Yeah, I didn't get a sound notification either. Streamlabs is always letting me down. I swear to God. You're a full stack developer and work in React. You absolutely love working in the front end. Same. I started off as full stack and I realized I suck at back end, and that's why I doubled down on front end. Yeah, Squeal is the best. I definitely agree, Pixie. Squeal is my CSS in the back end. I love it. Alright, let's get this button a little rounded because with it all squared like that, it doesn't look so good. Let's give it a small border radius. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, that looks about right for a button. Like I said, when it gets checked, I want this to turn on. But honestly, guys, I think oh, I don't know. I could work on it a little bit more. I do need to get back to work eventually. Why is CSS my favorite? Good question. Maybe it's because it's what I'm most comfortable with. And also, like, I like how nitpicky you can be, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm gonna move it 1 pixel over, 1 pixel over. Like, you can be really perfectionist about it, and I think that's why I like it because I can get very obsessive over things and wanting to make it perfect, and I don't mind sitting there for like an hour trying to figure it out. It doesn't bother me. So I think that's why I like it. And CSS is one of those things that you don't know how intense it is until you really get into it. It's like, wow, you can do so many cool things with it. A lot of people, they don't know how powerful CSS really is, you know? Backend is like doing pipes. Pipes are not sexy. Exactly, Pixie, you got it. I think the reason why I had a downfall with backend is like I'm a very visual person, and I just didn't get to see the visualness enough. You know, like I couldn't see with like art what I was doing. CSS Zen Garden was awesome for showing the capabilities. Oh, really? I don't know if I've messed with CSS Zen Garden. I'll have to check that out. Okay, I'm just gonna put an update. Cause it's just my project. I don't need to be all specific with everything. I like Squeal. Yeah, data visualization. Like D3 and stuff like that. I messed with that a little bit, but that was so long ago. So yeah, I feel like we got a lot of good progress here, guys. We got this to look more 3D. I still feel like this is too light though. What do you guys think? I think here. I mean, I don't know, it looks kind of light here too. It's hard to tell if this is too light or not. I could make it a little darker. I need to fix the buttons too, because like the color is just not right. Like, I think that's what's throwing me. All this shade of green is just not right. It needs to be the lime green that I have, but just tiny bit lighter. Not a lot lighter, just a tiny bit lighter. So let me just do this one last thing. See, this is why I like CSS. Because you can be like full-blown psycho and it's fine. Yeah, it's a bit the wrong shade. I agree. And it's bugging me really badly. So I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna put it here, right? See, this, it's like you can barely see it. It needs to be just like slightly lighter. Like maybe that. What do you guys think? Is that better? You have not used D3? I know Free Code Camp has a good course on D3 data visualization. At least that's the one I took. And I wouldn't mind doing it again because I did it really early in my coding journey. And I probably would understand it a lot better now. Do you use a color picker on the hex or just the other tab? Oh, I just went on this and was like, oh, let's go a little lighter and clicked it. I know, super professional, right? How long have I been coding? Since, what year is it? Since, I've been daily coding since 2022. Before that, I was like very casually, and I mean very casually coding since like maybe the early 2010s, but like I said, very casually. Nothing in depth, just little things here and there. I didn't start taking it seriously until 2022 when I was like, okay, I'm actually gonna like learn this and not just mess with CSS here and there, you know? So what is that? Three-ish years almost? Yeah, about 3 years. Wouldn't the reference image make it appear to be a slightly lighter shade depending on the surrounding light hue? Like if I take a picture under soft light versus, yeah, you're absolutely right. But wouldn't you say this looks better than this? You're making it like make too much sense, Marinino. Window Power Toys is a handy color picker. Window Power Toys, let me put that in there. see. Thank you, Shirley Dev. I'll check this out after the stream. Or Color Cop is an app? Really? Marinino, that's why you're so important in the chat though. We need these types of questions. Chart.js. Oh my god, there's so many. Maybe debug it. Okay, I think this color is better. I mean, honestly, the whole green is just wrong, right? Like this color green. Yeah. Yeah, the green is just wrong. Here, let's color pick this green. Let's do this real quick. See, can I do it in here or do I have to actually open paint? Let's open paint. Let's change the whole color real quick. All right. We're gonna replace this with this. Now we gotta fix all the other colors. Fix the green, exactly. What do you think? Is this green too dark? Is it too dark? Should I get a brighter shade of green? I think it's too dark. I mean, it's the same color as this. You're just here to observe the rock CSS. You're not very good at CSS, but you're really good at other things. I don't know. I think this green is too dark. I don't think I like it. This just looks brighter. Let me color pick a different one. Hold up. I have an itch in my throat. 1 second, guys. I'm dying. Honey orange. Use a fork. Oh my god. I don't know, guys. I think... You know what I think? I think I'm gonna save this for next week. Replicate your Game Boy? Okay, I'm in. Yeah. I mean, like, I got this idea from other people doing Game Boys, so I'm not the first person to do Game Boys, that's for sure. That's a good idea, Marinina. I'll just scan it. I look like your English teacher? Did you do your homework? What do we have? 20 minutes? Oh, you could do it in 20 minutes. Easy, I'm sure. Yeah, but guys, I really do need to get back to work. I just got a Slack message. I probably should check on that. And I have to add a new feature to the roulette game, so I need to do that before I stand up in the morning. I could do that metrics, just Google the color, the proper hex color. Yeah, I'm gonna send you guys on the raid that they redeemed. Let me get the right one. Thank you, Pixie. So everyone who is new, I stream on Mondays. So if you want to catch the next stream, go ahead and, you know, follow. That way you don't miss it. Usually like Monday afternoons. I live in the central zone, so like between 1 and 3. Just matters what my schedule is like. I'm gonna go and send you guys to Troy. And I'll see you guys then. You guys have a great week. It was so nice meeting all of you. And I hope you guys have a lovely week. Mondays only, yeah. I'm gonna try to get more days in, but unfortunately right now, I'm just so busy with work. So it's hard to get more time in. But yeah, like I said, just keep your notifications on. I might surprise you guys and show up another day. But I'll see you guys soon. Have a great week. It was nice meeting you guys. Go say hello to Troy. Thank you.